Hey everybody, Casey Muratori here. I was not planning to release these videos until after our Kickstarter. We're right in the middle of it right now, and all of the videos I'm posting to this channel are part of our Kickstarter campaign, so they have bumpers from me on them saying, hey, please back our Kickstarter and all that stuff. So I wanted to keep these videos separate. They were going to be for after the Kickstarter, but I've done some live streams now, and people are asking me to release them. So I'm going to release them, but they're not going to be part of the Kickstarter marketing, and they won't have any bumpers on them or anything like that because these were guests who I was interviewing, and I didn't want them to have to feel like they were part of some marketing strategy. But they're going to be like basically coming out interleaved with all our Kickstarter marketing stuff, so I apologize for that. I don't really have any other options. I'm not going to start a separate channel just for cryptocurrency interviews. So you're going to have to parse through that, but it should be pretty easy. The cryptocurrency interviews will have no bumpers and no marketing on them, whereas all of my lecture stuff will. Other than that, it should be pretty simple. These are the raw interviews about cryptocurrency with folks who have something to say about the topic. And I'm not editing them at all, so they're just there for you to consume and form your own opinions about. I am keeping an open mind as far as I can about this subject, so I'm listening to what people have to say. If you're expecting me to be belligerent or take a really firm stand on these in the interviews, I'm not going to do that. I have enjoyed talking to the people I've talked to so far, and I would like to continue to have pleasant conversations. So I would appreciate it if you would also just listen to what the folks have to say, and if you come to the conclusion that they're the most intelligent person about cryptocurrency, or you come to the conclusion that they have no idea what they're talking about, that's fine. That's your own personal conclusion. I don't want to be involved in some kind of Twitter flame wars or any of that sort of stuff. So this is about actually listening to what people have to say and to get more information about the technology from the people who actually work on it. And so there'll be a lot of interviews and a lot of different perspectives. And I would like people to actually take the time to think these things through, because this space is actually fairly complicated and it behooves you to spend the time to learn about it. There's a lot of papers. If you haven't read all the papers, maybe you shouldn't be forming snap judgments, that sort of thing, right? I read all the papers every time one is recommended on any of these interviews. I read up on them. So even though it may seem like I'm not pushing back on something or that I'm, not going down a particular route, rest assured that I ask the questions that I think are important for me because I want to hear the answers. I'll have conclusions later. At the end of all of this, I'll have my own opinions about what happened, and I will be happy to share them with you at that time. But until then, I would like you to join me in listening. Now, if you have folks out there who you think I should talk to, or if you are someone who would like to talk to me about cryptocurrency, if you have things that you want to say that you don't hear being said in these interviews, I am trying to do as many interviews as possible, so please get in touch with me. But don't just send me, go interview this random person, because without a connection to the person, there's no way for me to set up that interview. So either if you are the person, great, get in touch with me and we'll do an interview. If you know somebody personally who you can or professionally, you can say, hey, I'll connect you to, that's great. Otherwise, there's not much I can do. So please don't just randomly tweet people at me because there's no way for me to set up interviews. So that's it. I will be posting all of the raw interviews in this playlist. And then a long time from now, when I feel like I've done all the interviews that I think I need to do, then I'll be back here with conclusions. But until then, please enjoy the series and please keep an open mind either way, because we really can't learn anything if we just don't listen to people when they're talking about their opinions on things, right? The truth is out there somewhere, but you can't get to it if you just assume ahead of time what it is. So please enjoy, and without further ado, here is the interviews so far.